Okay, so the NFL is in trouble if the Eagles are back to having fun. Not only did the offensive air game get going, the defense has some key takeaways and held Joe Burrow and the Bengals to only 17. And why was Jalen Hurts wearing two different cleats? The Eagles sit at 5-2, a 3-game winning streak, but there's so much more to take away from this Eagles game, especially Jalen Hurts shutting up all these narratives. What is going on, everybody? I go by Philly Mike, and this is the Philly Talk Podcast. If you're excited about 5-2, hit that like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on that notification bell so you don't miss these videos. So last week's road game was a ride down a turnpike. This week, we had to fly to Cincinnati, and again, the narrative was that the Eagles never won there, and it wasn't going to happen this week. Although the majority of the people that did come through my live play-by-play knew we were going to win, and all I'm going to say is if the criticism of Jalen Hurts is loud, the appreciation should be as loud, if not louder.
Let go! Come on now. Let go! Let's get some f***ing bread today, man. Let's go. Hey, one play at a time. Hey, every play. Treat it independently attack. Let's go. Team on three. 1, 2, 3. Team.
Let's look at the quarterback comparison. Jalen Hurts was 16 of 20 for 236 passing yards, a passing touchdown, 0 INTs, a passer rating of 132.5, 37 rushing yards with 3 rushing touchdowns. As for one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL, 26 of 37, 234 passing yards, 1 touchdown, 1 pick, a passer rating of 84.7, 15 rushing yards, and 0 rushing touchdowns. Jalen Hurts walked into Cincinnati and outdueled Burrow. Jeff Kerr tweeted that Jalen Hurts attempted 6 passes in the middle of the field versus the Bengals. Hurts was 6 for 6, 102 yards with a touchdown, perfect passer rating of 158.3. Hold up. I thought Jalen Hurts couldn't throw in the middle of the field. Like he told you, when the play is called, he can do it. It's up to the play call. Let's dive more into these 3 wins and Jalen Hurts' play. Look at this. Philadelphia Eagles Central tweeted, Jalen Hurts is the only quarterback in the NFL to have 9+ total touchdowns and 0 turnovers since week 5. Now let's look at this team statistic via John Clark. This is the first time in 71 years the Eagles have had 2 straight road wins by 20 or more points in back-to-back weeks. It's not easy to go on the road in back-to-back weeks and win by 20 or more. But this team is starting to find itself. I knew Jalen Hurts meant business when I saw him show up wearing this. And he wasn't the only one. A lot to get through. Let's start by talking about the game. Bengals get the ball first. They're going to throw a screen pass, and the Kobe Dean shuts it down. A couple plays later, 3rd and 6, Burrow going to check it down to the running back for the first. Later on the drive, 3rd and 6, Burrow finds Gesicki for the first. On that first drive, the Bengals were faced with 3rd down 5 times, and they went 5 for 5. Then on 2nd and goal, Burrow rolling out, and he finds Jamar Chase. But the crazy thing was, look who's guarding him. Nolan Smith in man coverage? Anyways. So on the Eagles' first possession, 2nd and 8, Hurts across the middle to A.J. Brown, but penalties make us settle for a field goal, so we trail 7-3. At this point, I'm upset because the Eagles once again did not score no first quarter points. But the way we finished this game and played in the second half, I don't even care. Clay ended up having to leave the game because of an injury, so we got to see how serious that is. But Isaiah Rodgers played really well for him. Still, though, got to give credit to settle for 3, and they're up by 7. As for the Eagles' next possession, we do pick up 1 first down, but then we end up putting the ball back to the Bengals. Real quick, if you want to get a free entry into a jersey giveaway, all you got to do is hit like, subscribe to the channel, make sure the notification bell is rung, and go to the comment section and type 5-2. Again, the giveaway is on November 25th, and it's any jersey of your choice if you win. A couple plays later on the Bengals drive, 3rd and 7, and a big-time breakup. At this point, the Eagles have not been good on 3rd down, which of course is big because not only do they got to kick the field goal, but look what happened. The 54-yard attempt by the Bengals was wide left. So good field position for Jalen Hurts and the Eagles, 1st and 10, and he finds Grant for the first. Say what you want about Grant as a blocker, he's becoming a legit wide receiving threat. I believe he had 58 yards on the day. Later on the drive, 3rd and 16, Hurts looking and he finds A.J. Brown, which was huge simply because we wanted to score before half and get the ball back and score again. Under 2 minutes, Jalen Hurts runs it up the middle. The highlight glitch can't show it. And ultimately, 3rd and goal, brotherly shove, but they think we don't get it. However, the replay is clear as day. Jalen crossed the goal line, as you can see the circle. So the Eagles going to halftime, tied 10-10. Some slow starts, but the Eagles offense started to find a groove. Real quick, though, I got to shout out the offensive line. Listen to Baldy break down just how good they were.
You watch Lane Johnson out here on Sam Hubbard. All right, Fred Johnson on Trey Hendrickson. Jalen's got time to check his Snapchat before he makes his throw over the middle to a streaking A.J. Brown. Like all day long. 20 dropbacks, he got touched one time. Like you watch this now, this is 3rd and 16 now. All right, they're going to chip the edges, but then Lane's fine right here. Fred's fine over there. Inside, it's good. And Lane does his job so that Jalen can get the ball to A.J. Brown. 17 yards on 3rd and 16. Second half, the Bengals went to a 5-man defensive front at times, stopped Jalen from running. It didn't matter. Like you watch Lane over here on Miles Murphy, young player. Fred Johnson over here on Trey Hendrickson. And Jalen has time to make this throw, all right, to Calcaterra. Now, you got to protect first, and then you take your shots. So here you go. You get 3 double teams. You get both tight ends over here. You get Dickerson and Fred Johnson. You get Steen and Jurgens, and of course Lane is blocking Sam Hubbard like off the screen over here. You can't protect any better than that. So you take your shot down the field to AJ. Now, you watch this play right here. Watch the run action. This is going to be a fake outside zone right here to Barkley, and Jalen's going to ride it. All right, so you ride it, you ride, you glide, and you decide, and when you drop back, you take your shot to Devontae Smith to break this game wide open. Great catch by Devontae. Jalen gave him a chance. It started with protection. And then you just get this. You do not want to give the ball back, all right, to Joe Burrow. So on 3rd and 7, 4th quarter right here, you protect and you get the ball to Devontae. 9 yards and 1st down. And then backside blocks are as important as frontside blocks. You watch Lane Johnson just cut off right here. Not many guys in their 13th year could do this. Blocking 2. Blocking the defensive tackle, Logan Wilson. Fist up in the air right there. Got this one in the wraps. This is a good win. It's a great win. And Saquon goes for over 100 yards on that 19-yard run right there. That's a good feeling right there. Guys are pretty pumped. Great job up front all day long.
So the Eagles get the ball to start the 3rd quarter, 3rd and 5, and he finds Smitty for the first. Good to see Devontae Smith get going in this game. His first catch was once again for -2 yards. They asked him about it. Listen what he said.
You made the first catch today, goes 5-2. You're like, you just know that it's the turn.
Well, today I wasn't happy when it happened. I was just like, nah, we ain't doing this again. But
straight up said he wasn't having it, and he turned up for 85 yards. Let's get back to the game. A couple plays later, 1st and goal, fake to Barkley. Hurts keeps it himself. Bengals next possession, 3rd and 8. Burrow scrambling, and he gets the first. Burrow on the next play, dropping back, pressure in the face, and it gets another 1st down. Later on the drive, Burrow on 2nd and 7, going to find Chase to get inside the 10.
With a minute to go in the 3rd quarter, the Birds are up 24-17, and the Bengals had 4th and 1, and Cooper DeJean right here makes the play of the day. He's a man coverage on Jamar Chase, and they want to get Jamar Chase free here. So they're going to run him in all kinds of different motions. Stop, start. All they want to do is just get him to be lost right here, coming off of this bump. And Jamar Chase catches this ball, and Cooper DeJean bubbles around and then makes this open field tackle on Jamar Chase. It's like a takeaway. Eagles got the ball there at the 37-yard line right there, and DeJean makes the play of the day. It's as good as a takeaway right there. Jamar Chase stopped on 4th and 1.
Plus, per Anthony DiBona, Eagles rookie cornerback Cooper DeJean has played at an elite level since becoming a starting slot corner in Philadelphia since week 6. DeJean has allowed 5 receptions on 8 targets for just 25 yards in his first 3 starts in the NFL, according to Next Gen Stats. I can't be any happier about the performances we've been seeing from Cooper DeJean since becoming a starter. Absolute dog. Let's get back to the game. So it's 2nd and goal for the Bengals. They're going to hand it to Chase Brown, and he scores. Eagles next possession, 1st and 10. Hurts to A.J. Brown for the big first. Now facing a 2nd and 8. Hurts rolling out, and he's going to find who? That got to be A.J. Brown, right? Wait. When it comes to 50-50 balls, it ain't just A.J. Brown who gets busy. Devontae Smith can climb the ladder. The ball wanted to come out, but Smitty wouldn't allow it. So the Eagles lead by 7, 3rd and 1, and the Eagles get a huge stop. The veteran Brandon Graham was there first, and then a bunch of other Eagles filled in. 4th and 1. Bengals elect to go for it. They're going to motion Chase, throw it to him, and Cooper DeJean tackles him. Straight up had to be one of the defensive plays of the day, because who knows what happens if they tie it up there. Okay, so 4th quarter, Eagles get the ball. They're slowly driving, but guess what? We got to burn a timeout because Jalen Hurts' shoe came off, and he couldn't get the knot out of the Kelly Green Jones. They were about to put Pickett on the field when Jalen Hurts just said, bleep it, let me switch to my J2s, right? So 1 Kelly Green, 1 Jordan sneaker, and he came back to play. Remember, Slay went out due to an injury. The Eagles could have put in Keely Ringo, but they picked Isaiah Rodgers. And he is stride for stride with Chase and tips it to CJ GJ. That is a big-time play, and maybe we're going to start seeing Isaiah Rodgers more and more. This Eagles defense has been different since the bye week. According to my guy Philly Truther on Twitter, since the bye week, the Eagles defense ranks 1st in points allowed, 12. 1st in yards allowed per game, 214. 2nd in sacks per game, 4.7. 2nd in EPA/play allowed, -0.165. 1st in defensive success rate, 35.1. And 5th in the red zone scoring percentage with 40%. So after the turnover, Eagles ball 1st and 10, and they hand it to Barkley for the first. A couple plays later, 2nd and 7, Hurts looking for Smitty, and he gets the first. Of course, the Eagles are thinking about putting points on the board here, but they're also trying to kill some clock. Watching the highlights, it looked like Saquon Barkley was quiet, but he had over 100 yards. The Eagles really shared the ball. 85 yards for Smitty, 84 yards from A.J. Brown, 58 for Grant Calcaterra, and over 100, I think 109 for Saquon Barkley. Walks inside the 2. So what do you think the Eagles are going to do? I mean, yeah, we could hand it back to Saquon, but why chance it? So with 4 minutes and 42 seconds left, the Eagles take a big lead. Burrow trying to make any type of comeback, quick pass, and it's going to be a fumble. We've been asking for the Eagles defense to not only get stops, but get some turnovers, right? We're 32nd in the NFL at getting turnovers, but 2 big ones versus the Bengals in this game. And it's the linebackers. Literally, Zach Baum pokes it out, and Nakobe Dean recovers. And of course, the brothers got to show love to each other. Not only did they talk, of course, they swapped jerseys, and rightfully so. Chase Brown, running back for the Bengals. Sidney Brown, safety for our Philadelphia Eagles. I honestly think this was our best victory, just the way the game flowed. Again, the Eagles offense utilized under center, shotgun, RPO. We mixed it up a lot. Got everybody involved, and the defense didn't like what we were doing on 3rd down, but push came to shove. They played good, and this is a talented offense led by Joe Burrow. I know there was no T. Higgins, right? It is what it is. Look at all the injuries we faced thus far in the season, but the Eagles are now 5-2. Yes, the Commanders won. Lucky pass at the end. Hail Mary. If you didn't see that game, go check out the highlights. But the Cowboys lost, right? The Niners don't look that good. We're going to see where all the chips fall, but the Eagles got to just handle their business. We play Washington twice still, right? Everything is in our control. A lot more we're going to break down throughout the week for this game. Listen to some of the players talk and just take this one in. Again, the Eagles played a solid brand of football. 37 points is 37 points, especially when the defense is holding them to 17. With all that being said, let me know all your thoughts in the comment section. I absolutely love hearing from y'all. Y'all inspire videos with some of your comments. Muscle up in the comment section if you got nothing to say, but I absolutely love hearing from you. Until next time, y'all know what time it is. Like, subscribe, turn on the notifications. We out.